もう本当にこう
When people usually say, oh, it's a same fighting game, isn't it? Just the same. But obviously, Tekken's very distinctive. It has its own system and it has its own gameplay. And likewise, Street Fighter has its own gameplay and it has a different way to go about. As a creator, I feel these two are very different games, and even as a player, I feel these two are very, very different. So back in Comic-Con, when we announced this game, everyone was just asking, how are you going to put all these together? Now, I'm not going to contradict myself, but I just said they're very different. But again, even then, as a fighting game, there are some common places that these two games have, and that is exactly what we're going to pick, select and extract, and then after doing so we will expand that and bring the Tekken core game concept into Street Fighter.
Well, I guess it's not just the discussion between the two of us. The fans as well seem to feel that I have a lot cut out for me with the Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Just because Street Fighter has never really been truly in 3D. I mean, the models and such have been appearing in 3D, but it hasn't ever been true 3D gameplay. So I guess it's much easier for all the fans to kind of envision how Ono's project will go, especially since he has done these types of tie-ups in the past. This is a first for us. So not only that, but we have to take these Street Fighter characters and have them move properly in 3D. So you have the question about the fireballs and projectiles and what do you do with them? Are they going to be sidesteppable? Also, there's the physical attacks. Street Fighter characters don't have a whole lot of physical attacks compared to the Tekken characters. And then there's also the aerial juggles that the Tekken characters have as well. So there's a lot of challenges that we have ahead of us, but that's also one of the things that's fun and interesting about developing such a product.
When I say Street Fighter's 2D and Tekken's 3D, as you know what D stands for, dimension, and this is quite an important key point because it depends on which dimension we're talking about. Now, Street Fighter is all about the distance. It's about the x-axis planar. You read what the opponent's doing, and it's the distance that matters. And in Tekken, that dimension is time. So it's about the tempo. It's about the rhythm of gameplay. And it's when you press the buttons, when and how. So these are the most different parts, I feel, between Street Fighter and Tekken. So what we're going to do is to bring the concept of that timing, the button rhythm into Street Fighter. And I believe in doing so, we could grasp the concept of Tekken and bring it into the world of Street Fighter. We are actually not going to do anything to Street Fighter characters because they're already in Street Fighter universe. There's no need of us altering how Street Fighter characters play. So what we have to do is to alter the way Tekken characters play. And in order to bring Tekken characters directly into Street Fighter universe, we will have to inject some of Street Fighter DNA into Tekken characters. And only then Tekken characters would be welcome in our universe. In Street Fighter Cross Tekken, at least, it's not Street Fighter characters that's going to Tekken World, so they don't actually need to be touched.
Well, it goes without saying that as Ono-san has mentioned that he hasn't decided his character roster for his game, we've decided even less for ours. So nothing's really decided at this point. At Gamescom, this is the first time I actually showed images of Jin, Devil Jin, Ryu, and Evil Ryu. And it's not that they're 100% decided. I would love to have them in our version of the game. And I also agree with you that we shouldn't just have all of the only popular characters in the game, that there could be a need to have some more original characters or unique or some that some fans particularly feel attached to. So there's many things that we need to consider.
As from Capcom, what we have to say is that, okay, we've shown Kazuya, Nina, Ryu and Chun-Li, but again, we just wanted to show you what we've done with the project so far, and we haven't even decided what the game is going to be like, never mind the characters. And on top of that, after deciding what characters we've put in, we then kind of have to see if the fans would actually like it. I think it's a bit too early to answer what characters are going to make it in the game so far. I mean, we will obviously be pursuing individual popularities of these characters, and also we would be taking in consideration of the propriety of these characters, if they suit the system or not. So it's going to be a mix between popularity and propriety to the system. But next year, Gamescom 2011, I should probably be able to tell you half of the characters that are going to make it into the game.